Okay, that's not me. Hey guys. Oh, thank you. Hey, what does that say? I have two already, just so you know.
You have two?
Yes.
So I'll take this one, and
Yes.
I got my mom's just joy of joy. My mom?
She said she was going to do it. She said, I'm too bursting to say more. I'm like, okay.
Did you do the announcement?
Yes.
Thanks.
You didn't hear me? I was brilliant.
We're brilliant. I was getting going.
There you go. Well, I'm prepared.
Pray with me? I want to say a prayer.
Oh, thank you. Oh, no. Party, party. Let's see. Oh my gosh. I'm so happy right now. All right, I'm going to give this one to Ben. I'm going to keep that one because that was a good one.
Good morning. Welcome here in the sanctuary. Welcome online to the Unitarian Universalist Church of St. Petersburg. We're on land that was stolen from the Tocobaga and Seminole Native Americans. Can I get a little, oh, there we go. Thanks, Sophie. Many Christians celebrate Pentecost today. Jewish people observed Shavuot last week, and Muslims mark the beginning of Eid this week. Tomorrow is Memorial Day, and we honor all who suffer and have died because of war. Later on, during Joys and Sorrows, there will be an opportunity to speak the names of those close to you who have died serving the United States. My name is Ben. My pronouns are he and they, and I'm excited to bring you today's worship service. It's called Curiosity Did What to the Cat? It's an all-ages service, so the children will remain with us throughout, and we get to dedicate our beloved Ruby Rose today. Welcome to Ruby Rose's family. We're going to have Robert Logan on music and Liam Dunn, and today's worship associate is Lucinda Zeman. Yay!
It says here I'm supposed to say thanks, Ben, but considering it's almost our anniversary, I'm going to say thanks, honey.
Thanks, honey.
My name is Lucinda, and my pronouns are she and her. If you want a church that believes all books should be available to everyone, that women can decide what to do with their bodies, and that chocolate should be shared, you may have found your home church. The lighthearted energy of our children is welcome here, and we encourage our families to bring their children and grandchildren on a regular basis. In the back, there's a basket with fidget toys for children and adults. This is an all-ages service, so children will remain in the sanctuary, but feel free to take breaks with them and move around. The nursery is open at this time for your youngest ones.
Thank you, Lucinda. Honey? We have two announcements today, and first is from UU's Helping People in the Friday Sunset Supper. There's a wagon over there. We're going to do a food collection, especially now that many of the volunteers for Friday are away for the summer. If you forgot or didn't know or didn't have time to shop, cash is gratefully accepted.
For our second announcement, please welcome to the pulpit Todd Wellman from our Board of Trustees.
Thank you, Lucinda. Thank you, Reverend Ben. Thank you, honey. But on a more serious note, my name is Todd Wellman, and I serve on your Board of Trustees. Some really hard things have happened lately, so we have some tender information to share with you. Sometimes one of the most difficult parts of following our community covenant is when things don't go so well. When this happens and we follow the guidance of our covenant to do our best to rebuild or heal relationships, most often, probably in 95% of cases, we successfully help people continue together. We do this through our practices of reflection, pausing, and meeting in small groups or one-on-ones. In some other cases, additional conflict resolution meetings are required to help people regain relationship with each other. In rarer times, a situation grows more challenging, and we have to make the tough decision to ask someone to take a break or formally depart from our church. That said, recently we have asked a few beloved people to take breaks or not to return at this time. These individuals represent a mix of church members and non-members and are all people I have personally shared joyous moments with. I'm sure you have too. The technical part of this is that we have provided each person with communications informing them not to be present on church property or at church events for the time period relative to their situation. You may have heard of these communications referred to as trespass orders or notices. Regarding the short-term break, we hope to be able to move forward together with that person this fall. We take such actions in consultation with Reverend Ben, and we don't do so lightly. When we move in these directions, we believe they are best for the health of the church and for all parties involved. The reasons vary for each person, but each decision means we have undertaken conflict resolution options and support meetings before reaching the realization that our church needs to support the safety and security of our congregation, and that someone no longer having access to our church will help them focus on finding the healing and support they need in their lives that we're not able to offer. Following such communications, it's natural for those we've asked to be on breaks to feel a variety of emotions and then to contact people in our congregation. Such contact is for a variety of reasons and arrives in different tones and with different messages. While we want the people we've asked not to be present to benefit from care and support in the world, we know that such contact can sometimes place a burden on you, the members and guests of the congregation. We know it sometimes does because you've recently told us this is happening and that you may feel at a loss for what to do. We want you to know that you may schedule a one-on-one with Reverend Ben to discuss how to take care of yourself and establish boundaries that support your health. It's also okay to let someone who contacts you know that you're not available for a conversation at this time. As Siddhartha Gautama, the Buddha, reminds us, you can search throughout the entire universe for someone who is more deserving of your love and affection than you are yourself, and that person is not to be found anywhere. You yourself, as much as anybody in the entire universe, deserve your love and attention and affection. Additionally, depending on your relationship with someone and your comfort level, you may suggest supportive resources, such as telling them about 988, which is a free number to call or text that can connect them with a supportive counselor. Again, that's 988. We thank you for your time this morning. The work of building and sustaining our community is often joyous, but by its nature as a progressive hope in the world that's finding its way, we know it won't always be easy. Please know that we'll continue to hold each other as we follow our dedication to our covenant.
Please read the rest of your announcements in the order of service in our monthly newsletter and on the TV in Gilmore during coffee hour.
I invite everyone to take a deep breath with me. Thank you. As Unitarian Universalists, we're a people of diverse beliefs, but we do share a common faith that every being is worthy of love, that what we do in this world matters, and that we're connected. We're connected to one another. We're connected to the earth. So whoever you are and wherever you are in your journey, you are welcome here.
Allow me to give a special welcome to any newcomers. If you are new to UU St. Pete or even relatively new, can you give a wave? Hello. Excellent. Usually, Reverend Ben brings the microphone to you so you can say hello, but we have a lot going on this morning, so please say hello during coffee hour. And normally we don't have food, but I see a tablecloth, so I think we're having food today, so come on over.
We're getting fed. Thank you for putting our cell phones into so-called worship mode. And please remember to ask for consent if you're going to hug or shake hands during our time to turn and greet our neighbors. Say hello to someone you aren't close friends with today. Share what brings you joy.
Testing.
Hello. I think mine's on. Yeah.
Red, red, red. All right. have all my props. I don't go down till
Ruby,
go down till page 2. Moving parts, moving parts. Please be seated. Friends and family, today we gather to celebrate Ruby Rose, to recognize her unique spirit and welcome her more deeply into this circle of family, friendship, and love. I am thrilled to be joined by Elliot Zitniar from our Religious Education Department to co-facilitate this Unitarian Universalist child dedication ceremony.
Every child is a miracle, an opportunity to recognize the power of love, a reason to give thanks for the beauty of the earth. We are reminded that no one is brought up alone, and that every person carries a gift that can help heal and renew the world. Today, we welcome Ruby into the circle of love as we dedicate ourselves to her care, encouragement, and belonging.
We recognize all who have gathered here now, including those of you watching on YouTube Live. We recognize those who are away from us in distance and time.
I lost my place. We honor our ancestors who have left this world, but not our hearts. We welcome in spirit Aunt Pat, Aunt Tina, and Pop Bray.
We begin with a poem from the poet Hafiz. What is the root of all these words? One thing, love. But a love so deep and sweet it needed to express itself with scents, sounds, colors that never before existed.
For those of you who haven't met Katie and Greg, she has been a member of UU St. Pete for over a year. Katie, who do you bring to this gathered community?
Ruby Rose Dallas Bray.
Are you ready to dedicate Ruby Rose to this world?
We are.
Katie and Greg, will you promise to love Ruby with all, don't say we will, there's a bunch of stuff yet. Will you promise to love Ruby with all your heart and soul? Will you help create a world in which she can flourish? Will you teach her the value of generosity, honesty, and grace? Will you nurture in Ruby wonder, joy, and a fearless curiosity? And will you support Ruby as she discovers who she is meant to become?
We will.
Children and youth of UU St. Pete,
We got it.
will you promise to love Ruby, to play with Ruby? And will you grow with Ruby and be a friend to teach Ruby all the wonders of life? If so, please say we will. Yeah, you had it.
Will, thank you. Adult members of UU St. Pete, will you teach by example the values of generosity, honesty, and grace? Will you continue to fight for her rights and demand a world in which she can flourish? And will you support Ruby as she discovers who she is meant to become? If so, please say, we will. We will. Let us bless Ruby Rose with the wonders of the earth, beginning with water. Now, this is the water you may find familiar that we gathered at our last water communion. Yes, I boiled it. Ruby, this is water. Give me your hand. That's water. May you always find your thirst quenched. May you know the joy of hard work. May your tears be cared for. May you dance in the rain and jump in puddles. Ruby, you are water.
This is air. May your lungs be full of fresh, sweet air. May you know the joy of a good laugh. May you have a life full of sweet smells, sea breezes, and soft whispers. May you find your voice through song, whispers, and squeals. Ruby, you are air.
Ruby, this is fire. May it remind you of the divine spark of all creation that is in you. May it inspire your commitment for love and justice for all. May you be kept warm by the community around you. May your days be bright. Ruby, you are fire.
Ruby, this is a flower, and this is a gift from Mother Earth. May you know beauty. May you know the earth provides all that you need.
And I'm going to get a little water on this. You can't see it, but it's going to touch your feet. Ruby, may your feet take you to all the places you want to go in this world.
Ruby, may your hands do the work that is a blessing to this world.
May your eyes see the truth in this world. Ready?
And then may your heart give and receive love from beings all through the world.
May your body, now you can go anywhere, give you the rest you need when you need it. Oh, now you get to keep it. Ruby Rose, this is a flower made from the earth. You are the earth. You are fire. You are water. You are air. Friends, it is with great joy that I present to you a gift to this world, a blessing to all of us, and a joy to all who may meet her, Ruby Rose. Thank you, Ruby. Thank you, Katie. Thank you, family and friends. Thank you, Greg. And thanks to Elliot for our religious education department. It is not easy for them to get up like that. Please rise as you're willing and able for our first hymn. It's Wake Now My Senses, number 298 in the gray hymnal.
Oh, there it is.
I'm not crying, you're crying. Technical issues.
Let's start it over.
Wake now my senses and hear the earth call. Feel the deep power of being in all. Keep with the web of creation your vow, giving, receiving, as love shows us how. Wake now my reason, reach out to the new. Join with each pilgrim who quests for the truth. Honor the beauty and wisdom of time. Suffer thy limit and praise the sublime. Wake now, compassion, give heed to the cry. Voices of suffering fill the wide sky. Take as your neighbor both stranger and friend, praying and striving their hardship to end.
You may be seated. Oh no, I lied. It says, please remain standing for our chalice lighting. You can sit if you want. The flaming chalice, though, is a reminder that we choose to focus here today for the time today, and that we believe such time is sacred. And Ruby Rose is going to light our chalice. When she does, I invite you to say our covenant out loud. The words are in your programs. We got 2 hand movements, hands to heart, and then hands reaching out like you're serving. Love is the spirit of this church, and service its law. This is our great covenant, to dwell together in peace, to seek the truth in love, and to help one another. Now you may be seated. Thanks for your patience.
We come to the time in our worship service for joys, sorrows, and concerns. Those of you on YouTube Live and are not in this room, but your presence is still felt, please type your joys, sorrows, and concern into the text chat. And if you have a joy, sorrow, or concern to submit during the week, please write to Reverend Ben at minister@uustpete.org.
Krisha Logan's going to place a stone in the water. Thank you, Krisha, for each one that was submitted this week. There's still time to finish your card and bring it up to Lucinda or me. I think the next one will go to her. Once we read each card, Lucinda and I will say the person's name out loud if there's a person specifically being focused on, and then we'll invite all of you to repeat that person's name.
Each week, we appreciate someone or someones who have worked hard to accomplish our mission. This week, we have a stone of joy for our outgoing board member, Ross Scott. Ross has worked hard as a board member, a volunteer, and a leader in our community. His term on the board is up, and we thank you, Ross, for your hard work and kind heart. Ross Scott.
Ross Scott. A joy of stone and gratitude for the president of our Unitarian Universalist Association, Reverend Dr. Sophia Betancourt. Another stone for our UUA staff and leaders, especially the staff from the UUA Southern region, Sophia Betancourt.
Sophia Betancourt. A stone of concern from Mike Kennedy. His older brother Scott is in the hospital with serious heart issues. He is a kind soul. Scott Kennedy.
Scott Kennedy. Stone of sorrow for those who died serving the United States in our military. If you want to remember a loved one from your family or community, please say their name out loud right now.
Lee Barber. Oops. Here's a stone of sorrow from Jane and Mason. Mark, our cousin, is in hospice. Mark.
Mark. Stone of sorrow from Greg, Katie, Jason, and Lori. Our good friend Mike's father, Peter Harris, passed away last night. Peter Harris.
Peter Harris. A stone of concern from Krisha Logan. These uncertain times, may we learn to lean on one another and never give up hope. Krisha Logan.
Krisha Logan. Stone of joy from Emily Matani. Solene performed in her choir play on Thursday and remembered all of her lines. We were so proud. Solene.
Solene. We have a concern from Beth Wall. My brother Kip, he has pulmonary fibrosis and just got out of the hospital. He is being transferred to Manor for rehab. Kip Wall.
Kip Wall. A stone of joy for my mother, Johanna Zeman. It just says joy. Johanna Zeman.
Oops. A stone of joy from John Powers. I just completed my master's degree in immunology at Drexel University this past week. Grateful for all the support from friends and family, especially Aaron, Sophie, and Cece. John Powers.
John Powers, M.A.
And lastly, a stone of joy from Samantha Jones. I just got a new job.
Hey.
I was also finally able to make it back today, Samantha Jones.
Samantha Jones, and welcome back. Apparently there's a stone of joy from William Cowan and many others. I don't know what it is, so let's just move on. Oh, hey, Earl.
In honor of their upcoming anniversary, William took the lead and had people help him create and fund, along with the anniversary couple, a new present for each one of them. And William asked me if I could stand up, since I reach the microphone a little more easily than he does. And there's one pendant for each. That this is for Lucinda, and it's set with emeralds. And this is for Reverend Ben, and this also has an emerald set in it. So congratulate the couple. And give thanks to William for his hard work.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. Thank you, William. Thank you, everyone. I have no words.
Just about to say the same thing. This is truly special. We love being a part of this community and being a part of your lives, and we know it's very precious, and I thank you all from the bottom of my heart.
I'm not sure I can lead worship and also make this go around my neck. I know, right? We do have a final stone, and that's for those joys and concerns and sorrows that remain in our hearts. There it is. Perhaps they're too tender to be spoken out loud. May we find a comforting and compassionate presence in the warmth of fellowship and community.
We now invite you to say the first sentence of the UU St. Pete mission aloud. It is printed in your order of service.
Our mission is to be an inclusive, evolving, religious community that inspires spiritual and intellectual growth to make our world a better place. The mystery is we're connected even when we feel apart, even when things are hard. So let's rejoice in our beloved community that makes of the many one. And let's take about a minute of silence together.
Spirit of life, come unto me. Sing in my heart all the stirrings of compassion. Blow in the in the sea, move in the hand, giving life the shape of justice. Roots hold me close, wings set me free. Spirit of life, come to me, come to me.
So I found out yesterday at 3 p.m. that I had a view for the pew. Marriage. So I'm going to make my view from the pew fit with the curiosity theme, because I figured you're all curious about mine and Ben's marriage. So here's some history. Growing up, my parents got divorced when I was 5, and my dad married a woman with 9 children when I was 10. So I became the youngest of 13. My stepmom yelled a lot. 13 kids, I can't really blame her too much. And thus my early examples of marriage were not the best. So starting at a young age, I was curious and was on the hunt for examples of good marriages. And my sister Crystal has a great marriage. She's 9 years older than me and married at 19, and they've been together 48 years. I spent a lot of time at my sister's house growing up, and I watched her with my brother-in-law, Bill. They laughed a lot. I never heard them yell at each other or their son, and they were always doing things together. You could see the love. They really enjoy each other's company, so I asked Crystal how they did it. She gave me these wise words that I live by today and now pass along to all of you. She said, and I quote, "With men, you have to give them 2 tries when they say something really dumb." For example, Bill came home one day, looked in the fridge, and there wasn't anything there, and my sister just didn't have time to shop at the store, so she works 3 jobs, and she picked up their son from school. So he got mad and was saying something like, "Why is there never any food in the house? What do you do all day?" Dumb thing to say. So my sister said, "Are you sure you want to ask me that?" See, you always give them a second chance to make it right. She said 9 times out of 10, he either reworded it or just let it go, or he doubled down, and then we'd have a fight, and that was okay. Now, of course, Ben never says anything dumb. We laugh a lot, we rarely yell, we do things together, and we generally enjoy each other's company. We're 25 years going strong, and the thing that we're the most happy about is we're going to get to spend the next 25 years enjoying you all in this congregation.
Hi, everybody. Oh. I turned that off before. And there we go. Hello, everybody. So the theme this month has been curiosity. A lot of what we've talked about has been curiosity about other people, engaging them with curiosity, approaching other people and different belief systems with curiosity. My background is in the sciences, particularly physics. So naturally, when I thought about curiosity, my mind went to curiosity about the world that we live in. One thing I love about our religion, as you use, is that it not only allows but encourages scientific curiosity. Almost every week we hear us say the words, "What we do in this world matters." And that extends beyond the interpersonal. The things that we do impact everything around us. Science is how we understand the impacts of our actions. It informs all the various different types of activism that we do, environmental, animal, and human. So I've chosen a song today about science and curiosity, and it's about the reason that we're all here today, the sun. So this song is called "Why Does the Sun Shine?" The sun is a mass of incandescent gas, a gigantic nuclear furnace where hydrogen is built into helium at a temperature of millions of degrees. Yo-ho, it's hot. The sun is not a place where we could live. But here on Earth there'd be no life without the light it gives. We need its light, we need its heat, we need its energy. Without the sun, without a doubt, there'd be no you and me. The sun is a mass of incandescent gas, a gigantic nuclear furnace where hydrogen is built into helium at a temperature of millions of degrees. The sun is hot. It's so hot that everything on it is a gas. Iron, copper, aluminum, and many others. The sun is large. If the sun were hollow, 1,000,000 Earths could fit inside, and yet the sun is still only a middle-sized star. The sun is far away, about 93 million miles away, and that's why it looks so small. And even when it's out of sight, the sun shines night and day. The sun gives heat, the sun gives light, the sunlight that we see. The sunlight comes from our own sun's atomic energy. Scientists have found that the sun is a huge atom-smashing machine. The heat and light of the sun come from the nuclear reactions of hydrogen, carbon, nitrogen, and helium. The sun is a mass of incandescent gas, a gigantic nuclear furnace where hydrogen is built into helium at a temperature of millions of degrees. Thank you.
Thank you, Robert. Were you here when we did the Proton Players skit? We had a Proton Players skit a few years ago when I first got here. People dressed up as protons with a big plus sign, and they were like bumping into each other, and when they bumped into each other hard, the hydrogen became helium. And they had like little handkerchiefs, and they went, "Fwee." It's an exothermic reaction. Our monthly theme is awakening curiosity. Today we're talking about, we're asking the question, curiosity did what to the cat? You guys know this saying? Yeah, it's based on this cautionary tale, really, that I think the message is if you're too curious, it's dangerous. You'll be killed. Now, a warning like this against curiosity goes against our theology of pluralism and our practice of covenant. Historically, Unitarians were curious why there was no biblical basis for the Trinity. Universalists were curious why a loving God would send anyone to hell. When Christianity became the state religion of the Roman Empire, obedience was emphasized rather than curiosity. So maybe curiosity killed the cat and evolved at that time. Does anyone know the rest of the saying? Yeah, Joanne's right. Curiosity killed the cat, but satisfaction brought it back. And according to the book of Wikipedia, this might suggest that the enlightenment, relief, or satisfaction outweighs the initial danger that curiosity can bring. So historically and currently, Unitarians, Universalists, and now Unitarian Universalists value curiosity and questioning over obedience. Our cat Elvis is 1 year old, and also values questioning over obedience. He is very curious and also very brave. We talked about this last week for those of you who were here. His curiosity depends on how safe he is and how safe he feels. So that scary vacuum cleaner last month made him run under the bed. This month, it's a fun play toy. We also talked last week about the wolf of love and the wolf of fear. Which wolf will you feed tonight? Sorry, which one will come to you tonight? It's the one you feed. I gave it away. Love being our most cherished UU value, it's important to feed that wolf. And the more we do, the safer cats and people feel. The safer they feel, the more curious they become. Now, Robert's song just now was awe-inspiring. Thank you, Robert. And I had a sneak peek at the lyrics, and I found words by Reverend Michelle Collins that I think complement it. Michelle Collins says, "We light this small fire under a vast and intricate universe. Somewhere a star collapses, a seed splits open, a new element is glimpsed. Here we notice our own small corner of that mystery. Let this flame remind us that asking how things work is also a kind of awe. Wake now my senses and hear the earth call." You all look very curious right now. Many of you look like you're feeling awe, but it's hard to hear the earth call. It's hard to feel awe when you're being deported by ICE, when your license is being revoked because of transphobia, when your history is being erased due to white supremacy, when your voting rights are being taken away, when your bodily autonomy is undermined. Our cat Elvis is able to stay curious for two reasons. One, because Lucinda and I keep the apartment safe for him. And two, because of his own bravery. Elvis is getting more and more of a sense of when he doesn't feel safe, as opposed to when he actually isn't safe. They're not the same, although we often confuse them. When I came here 5 years ago and started talking a lot about white supremacy, some white congregants met with me. They told me that because I talked about white supremacy so much, they no longer felt seen or comfortable or safe in the church. Now, that's just a few. Most white people here have delved into their own unconscious bias, have learned accurate American history thanks to the racial justice teams living the pledge class, among other things. And it's hard work. It's hard work for BIPOC people. It's hard work for white people. And I am happy to support any of you, including any white people here, in dealing with the discomfort brought up when we talk about white supremacy. We have to be safe to stay curious. The board, the staff, and I are committed to making this church and congregation as safe as we can. This is our collective responsibility. Just as it's our collective responsibility, Lucinda and I, to keep the apartment safe, just as it's our collective responsibility to keep Ruby Rose safe, the thorns on that rose are removed. For child dedications, which is what UUs do in place of baptism, we use a rose with the thorns removed. For bridging, which some of you know is the service where graduating high school students in the congregation enter adulthood, for bridging, the rose has its thorns. We give them the rose with the thorns still on it, because at a certain point we can't keep our young people safe. We can't keep any of us safe. So it's on us to help them and help one another develop resilience. White people may feel unsafe when talking about white supremacy, or when I talk about it a lot, but it's usually just a feeling. At some point, I will quote to you from the Gospel of Suck It Up, Buttercup. I'll do it nicer than that. Curiosity needs collective safety. Curiosity needs individual bravery. And keeping a curious attitude also minimizes conflicts, or at least it makes them easier to get through. I really appreciated, Todd, your words at the beginning. And I encourage everyone to review both this wonderful community covenant that we worked on for so long and our excellent conflict resolution policy. I brought copies. It was passed by the board this past January. Todd spoke of the conflict resolution. It's only 4 pages. It's very interesting. There's a 5-step process that we do for conflict. And the first one is internal. Todd talked about Gautama Buddha's relationship with the self. And that's the first process. You reflect within. And then it goes through the other processes. In a conflict, though, it's tempting to feed the wolf of fear. I've been wronged here. I've been wronged. You must all know how I have been wronged and how wrong the person was who wronged me. We can do better than that, though. We can be brave. We can take a hard look at the part we have played in any conflict. We can ask ourselves the question that Lucinda's sister Crystal asked. Are you sure you want to say it like that? And give one another chance, rather than taking offense at the first thing. Curiosity needs collective safety and individual bravery. Curiosity has not killed our cat, but satisfaction did indeed bring it back. By creating a safe space for Elvis and by encouraging his resilience, we've given him a good life in our little apartment. Let's do the same for one another here. Let's give ourselves the benefit of the doubt. Let's stay curious. Curious about what's going on inside us, curious about one another, curious about others outside these walls, curious about science, curious about the world, even when we feel threatened or scared. And when we can't, let's use the tools we've made to bring us back into covenant, into being curious about ourselves, about one another, about our world, and about the universe. Amen. Ashe. Blessed be.
We eat fruit from trees planted long before we were born. May we plant seeds that bear fruit long after we're gone. In the sanctuary, the offering will now be given and received.
Your gifts which were received in love, or given in love, are received in love and received with great joy. Thank you. Thank you, Liam. Please rise as you're willing and able for our closing hymn. It's number 163 in the gray hymnal, For the Earth Forever Turning.
For the earth forever turning, for the skies for every sea, for our lives, for all we cherish, sing we our joyful song of peace. For the mountains, hills, and pastures, in their silent majesty, for the stars, for all the heavens, sing we our joyful song of peace. For the moon, for rain and thunder, for the seasons' harmony, for our lives, for all creation, sing we our joyful praise to thee. For the world we raise our voices, for the home that gives us birth. In our life we sing, returning home to our blue green hills of earth.
Please remain standing as we extinguish our chalice. If Bianca and Troy are still available to extinguish it. And if not, oh, there they are. I'm going to talk for a minute. We have dance moves for our chalice extinguishing. Light of truth does this. Warmth of love does this. And fire of courage this. And then there's like a bonus. If you, at the end, you say we carry in our hearts, so you can do that. And out into the world, you can do that. So let's do it together. Light of truth, warmth of love, fire of courage, out into the world. Lovely. You're great. Hey, Troy. The words to our chalice extinguishing are in our order of service. We extinguish this flame, but not the light of truth, the warmth of love, or the fire of courage. These we carry in our hearts and out into the world. You may be seated as Liam plays our postlude.
I could listen to him play all day. Come on over. Our worship service is over, but our service begins. Please join us for coffee hour in Gilmore Hall, and if you see someone not talking to anyone, maybe go up and say hello. We hope this time together will help you through your week and help you remember we're not alone. And before you leave, although it is my 25th wedding anniversary, on Thursday, it is Ben's 60th birthday, and I would like all of us to sing happy birthday to him right now. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Ben. Happy birthday to you. See you in there.